everybody, welcome back to Cooking with Corey. Hey, we're going to break down a boneless pork loin today on Cooking with Corey. It's easy, it's really easy. One of the most easiest things you can do. So if you see them in the store and you're like, I don't know if I want to do it, it's so easy, it's going to save you a ton of money. Let's break down a boneless pork loin next on Cooking with Corey. Hey everybody, welcome back. Alright, we're obviously using boneless pork loin. Running it on sale at my grocery store today, the $1.69 a pound, and this is the new Smithfield, great product. So that's a whole boneless pork loin right there, and we're gonna fabricate that up next and show you what you can get out of it. It's so easy. So when you see these, don't be scared. Let's do that next. All right, peeps, welcome back. All right, we got our boneless pork loin out of the wrapper. It's 8.25 pounds of just pure porky deliciousness. So obviously this is boneless pork chops. It's a pork loin. So this side right here, where you see that it's got a multiple colors of meat. So you got a darker and a lighter piece here. That's your rib end of your pork loin. And flip it around here. Your rib end all the way over here to your sirloin end of it. Alright, I always start at the sirloin end. So we got our big beautiful piece of pork right here, and I always take this first cut off here. As you can see, it's got a little bit of connective tissue up in there, so that usually goes in the trim, but you could definitely eat it. It's not the end of the world. Alright, so there you start making your chops and whatever you want to do with your pork loin. So, boneless that is. So let's just take some regular chops off here, about 3/4 of an inch thick. Like so. So that's one, just a regular, like you get at the grocery store. 3/4 of an inch thick. There's another. Another. So when you hear about center cut chops, they're obviously coming from the center. So we started at this end. We had our rib end, which is over here, and we're working our way to the center. So the center is going to be right in this area, right in here. So starting about right here, going back to about right there. And when you see center cut pork chops, that's what you're getting. You're getting the center of the loin. It doesn't matter if it's bone in or boneless. That's the way it works. So, all right, just get back to work here and show you, what you can do here. And breakfast chops. You guys have all seen those. So let's cut us 1, 2, 3, and 4. So those are 4 nice breakfast chops right there. Those look good, guys. Come on now. So we've cut our regular chops. We've cut breakfast chops. Why don't we get some butterfly chops going here? So take it down here. Go 3/4 of the way through. Lay it over on the other side, like so, and you get you a nice butterfly chop. Sometimes you gotta take it down, but there's a beautiful, delicious Smithfield butterfly chop. There you go. And obviously, now we are into the center. So these are your center cuts. And while we're there, I'm going to do a video tomorrow, so we're going to take some thick chops. So we're going to take 2 big thick chops right there. Look at that beautiful porky deliciousness, guys. So I take 2 of those. Actually, I like it thick. I'm going to take more thicks out of there. Nice thick chops. All right, so we're getting down to our rib end down here, which is fine, you know. And right now we're gonna do a roast. So right there, you got you a nice pork roast. You can smoke whatever you want to do with it. Put it in the crock pot, braise it, whatever. Beautiful center cut boneless pork loin roast right there. Obviously, it's cutting. You see the fat slides on the other side over there. And that's a beautiful, delicious piece of meat. So we'll move that over here. And obviously you could use your rib end as, you know, a roast. You could do a lot of things with your rib end. I usually take this part off back here. And I like to go in to it and get it halfway down like so. Kind of butterfly it out a little bit. We will call these finger ribs. Boneless country style ribs. Then you take your knife, go through like that. Like that. Like that. And let's just get this other a little thicker there. Take that off. So you got nice boneless country style ribs, finger ribs, whatever you want to call them. So you guys got it. It's that easy to break down a boneless pork loin. You can have thin chops, you can have regular chops, you can have butterfly chops, you can have country style ribs, you can have roasts. It's that easy, that simple, saves you money. Alright, we're back and everything's here on the board. So we ended up with 4 thin cut boneless pork chops. We got 3 delicious regular cut around 3/4 of an inch. We got our country style ribs, our boneless country style ribs. We got 4 huge, thick center cut chops. We got a roast. Now you could take that roast, butterfly that thing out, stuff it with stuff, tie it up, whatever you want to do with it. Butterfly chop, and we ended up with a little trim. You don't have to do that. You could just cut that off and use that as a chop and let it be. I mean, it is what it is. So that's what we did. There's many more things you can do with it. That was just a quick overview of what I wanted to show you. But you know how versatile that is? And for $1.69 a pound, I mean, come on. How many meals can you make out of that? Cost me like 15 bucks. You can do it at home. You don't have to have a fancy meat cutter's knife. You can use a chef's knife. You can use whatever knife. Easy peasy. Don't be afraid of it. Hey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Cooking with Corey. Click that bell. Hey, we'll see you tomorrow. We're going to make one of these delicious thick things into a stuffed chop. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Love you, peeps.